Are you looking for the best space heaters? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best heaters on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. DeLonghi Dragon 4 Programmable Portable Radiator Heater. People may recognize DeLonghi more for its espresso makers than home appliances, but its Dragon 4 space heater is one of the best on the market. The 1500W unit delivers 3 heat settings with an easy-to-use timer that exemplifies the saying "set it and forget it." While it's not easy to use off the bat, setting aside 5 minutes to read the manual will clear everything up. Using the turn dial, you can set the Dragon 4 to turn on when you know it's going to be especially cold, say the mornings and nights, but have it off during the afternoon or when you're out. There's also a slightly more expensive version of the Dragon 4 model that offers a digital display, which may or may not justify the extra price, depending on who you are. Our tester out in California found the Dragon 4 to work especially well in a particularly drafty part of his home. Set on max, our reviewer was able to comfortably sit at home in a tee and jeans with an outside temperature in the 40s. Unlike with some radiators or ceramic fan-forced heaters, I didn't feel like the heat was unbearably dry or that it was roasting me alive, he notes. Also, it was completely silent, which is something you don't appreciate until you're stuck in a room with a roaring little fan heater. Number 2. Vornado AVH10 Vintage Metal Heater. If looks are the priority when shopping for a space heater, the vintage-inspired VHEAT from Vornado is the clear winner. The VHEAT nixes the typical plastic construction of other Vornado space heaters for a substantial metal body. It's heavy, but it also gives it some heft so it won't easily topple over. Don't worry if it does tip over because it'll automatically shut off. It does. While the exterior does get hot when in use, it's still bearable to touch. Don't let its looks deceive you because the VHEAT is not all about looks, it works well, too. Flip a switch to toggle between low or high heat and use the dial to set the thermostat. You can't set the space heater to a specific temperature, but having clear markers on the thermostat helps you achieve the right heat level every time. Vornado's vortex action helps to circulate hot air across the room, and while it won't evenly and quickly heat up even a small or middle-sized room, it will warm up a room so that it's comfortable to be in. And as a personal space heater, the VHEAT will definitely keep you toasty. Number 3. Lasko AW300 Bladeless Heater. The Lasko AW300 has more of a presence than other space heaters, but luckily it looks good and it works. It uses trademarked exclusive heat channels that offer long-range heat projection. Since it oscillates, the heater can ensure every corner of your room gets ample heat. Our tester also gave it points for being intuitive to use and having slight upgrades from cheaper options. It was easy to use, with a digital temperature display and automatic climate control instead of more primitive space heaters that only offered simple choices like low, medium and high. There are no visible heating elements, which makes it safe to have around the accident-prone. Additional features include an 8-hour timer, an air filter and remote control. Our tester said the Lasko AW300 never quite hit the level of heat he hoped. "I like a space heater that feels like an afterburner," he says, but it did effectively heat up his space and looked good doing it. Number 4. Lasko 754201 Ceramic Space Heater. If you just need something to heat up a small space and don't care about award-winning aesthetics, the Lasko 754201 ceramic heater offers huge bang for your buck. Our tester was amazed at this affordable little heater's ability to quickly and easily heat up a small space. Using it as the sole heat source in her drafty enclosed office, which, she notes, has 7 windows, our tester states that the Lasko raised the temperature in her room around 8 to 10 degrees after a couple of hours, and within 5 hours of running the heater her office was at balmy t-shirt levels of comfort. In October, given the intensity of its heat, our tester had to keep the Lasko off of her desk and a bit further away than a personal heater, otherwise it was unbearably hot and drying. Despite its power, however, our tester notes that the Lasko is still too weak to heat larger spaces, placing it in the realm of a small room heater. Our tester also was impressed by this budget heater's abundant extra features, such as its plethora of temperature settings and tip-over safety switch, comparing them favorably to features on more expensive space heaters she had previously used from Vornado and others. Number 5. Vornado AVH10. After a while all of the Vornado space heaters look the same. The AVH10 differentiates itself from the other heaters in Vornado's lineup thanks to its large number digital display and noticeably stronger fan. The AVH10 has 2 heat settings with the option for fan only, so you're set for winter heating and summer cooling. A big bonus to the AVH10 is you can set the unit to a specific temperature. Rather than using a dial to set it to some arbitrary level, you can ensure you're setting the device to the temperature you want. The wraparound cord storage lets you hide away excess wires, which is a minor touch that provides major convenience. Many testers give props to the space heater for being quiet despite its powerful heating abilities. And along with the typical safety features, the digital display counts down to exhaust any remaining heat. This timer ensures you don't touch the device or move it before it actually shuts off. In short, expect super quick heating and a fairly decent distribution of heat across a room. Number 6. Honeywell UberHeat. Honeywell's UberHeat offers excellent personal space heating in a simple little device. The UberHeat has 2 fan speeds and a dial to adjust the temperature, but our tester noted that even the low setting keeps things pretty toasty, creating what she referred to as an all-or-nothing approach to warmth. The hot temperatures combined with the lack of oscillation make the Honeywell excel as a direct heat personal heater, but you shouldn't expect it to warm up an entire room. Aesthetically, our tester found the UberHeat extremely easy to live with, admiring its speaker-like appearance and compact size that allowed it to blend in with her decor. You'll know it's there when it's running, however, as she described the fan as on the louder side, comparing it to a white noise machine. The fan also comes across as safer than many competitors thanks to a bevy of safety features such as a tip-over switch and cool-to-touch exterior, making it generally safe to keep around pets and kids.